Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Up you wake, up you wake, up you wake, up you wake! This is Mr. Senior Love Daddy, your voice of choice. The world's only 12-hour strong man on the air. Here on We Love Radio 108 FM. The last on your dial, but first in your hearts. And that's the truth. Here I am. Am I here? You know it. You know. This is Mr. Senior Love Daddy doing the nasty to your ears to the nasty. Eyes only play the platters that matter, the matters they platter. And that's the truth.
Today we're going to start a brand new series for my channel, which is very different to what we've been doing before. Now, there was a series that I absolutely loved on another trading card game, which was called Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to try and do a sealed only Flesh and Blood experience. So I'm going to set myself a budget, but we're going to start with one box of either Welcome to Wraith or Arcane Rising, if I can get hold of it today. I'm going to go out and purchase some from my local store. And yeah, we're going to try and build a competitive Flesh and Blood deck using only sealed cards. I'm only going to open cards from sealed product. I'm not going to trade, I'm not going to buy singles, and we're going to see how successful we can be by just doing that at a competitive level. So I hope you enjoy this series, I hope it's successful, but let's go out and let's go buy some cards. Oh, also, if you're wondering why I sound really croaky, it's because I'm very, very hungover this morning, but I really wanted to get started on this video, so we're gonna have to crack on. I'll probably get a Lucasade before I get on the tube. So this is me from the future. I've already bought the packs, but I realised that I never really said why am I doing this. So a lot of the people I've talked to said that Flesh and Blood is a very difficult game to get into, in terms of price-wise. And I thought, well, maybe we can see how much money it actually costs to create a competitive deck. And do you actually need the Legendaries to be successful at a competitive tournament? I want to show that you could buy the basic products off the shelf, build a deck and have some success. We'll see how that actually pans out, whether the fact that I'm missing the best cards has a huge impact, or whether you can play your way to success. Let's find out. So I got a 12-minute wait for the tube. Normally the tube is a lot quicker than this. I'm fading, but I'm very excited to pick up some packs, I have to say. I've not opened Welcome to Wraith in a long time. The reason, I think I'm going to go for Welcome to Wraith because I'm more familiar with the heroes from that set. I think it'll depend on what cards I get, but obviously Ninja will be a good pickup, Guardian a decent pickup. I'm going to be missing a lot of the cards from Crucible of War because there's no way I'm going to be able to get Crucible of War for a couple of months, so I have to think about that too. But that's a situation that a lot of people find themselves in, and the point of this series is to show that the game is accessible to anyone. You can just buy product and you can build a competitive deck, and that's what I'm going to try and show. We'll see what we get. We'll see if they've even got the product on the shelf based on what's been going on so far with the delays to the tube and everything. It's not looking like the perfect day for it, but we'll see what we get. I hope I get a mask of momentum, that's all I'm saying.
Stare into the sun, moments holding on, and we hold our breath. Close enough to burn, but
Oh, so I made it to central London. Got off the tube early because it was too hot. So I'm just walking to Forbidden Planet, which is not really my local store, but I know they've got it in stock, or they did last time I was there. Yeah, got my coffee from Pret, because I'm a Metropolitan London elite. That's all we drink, Pret a Manger coffee. So. Can you tell how tired I am? Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to do this today was because I'm going to a skirmish tomorrow. So I wanted to try and build a deck for that, which has got a flat price structure. So we're definitely getting 4 packs of Monarch after that. I don't know if Monarch will be very useful, but we'll see what we get in that. Could be good.
When it's all said and done, you say you wanna run. Could you keep my pace? Close enough to show. Gotta let it go before it's too late. Could it be different?
So just left Forbidden Planet. Suffice to say, it did not go to plan. They had no Welcome to Wraith, but I did manage to get some product. So it's already off to a very bad start, but we'll probably do a jump cut to me throwing some packs on the table. Oh god. So a slight improvement. So, not quite what we wanted. We wanted to get Welcome to Wraith. Unfortunately, they did not have any Welcome to Wraith. They didn't have any sealed boxes at all. So I've had to buy basically all they had left, which was 12 packs of Arcane Rising, 2 Blitz decks. They had the Levia Blitz deck, but I decided to get the Chain Blitz deck because I think we can probably build a usable deck using the Chain Blitz deck and what we get out of these packs. And I also got the Bolton one because I think Warrior is another line we could go down, and some of the cards in the Bolton Blitz deck are pretty good. So wasn't what we wanted, but we managed to get something at least. 12 packs of Arcane Rising, and all of this together came to about the cost of 1 box. So each of these packs was £4. So 12 times 4 is 48. And the Blitz decks were a little bit, well, not too bad. They were £12 each. So £24 for the Blitz decks, £48 for the packs. So pretty much the same price that I would have spent on a box. I wanted to pick up the Blitz decks at some point. Got a little bit quicker than planned. I was going to try and build a Ninja deck or a Guardian deck with the box of Welcome to Wraith. But the real downside, of course, is with these Arcane Rising packs, we don't know if we're going to get any Majestics, any Supers even. Very unlikely to get a Legendary. I mean, we're still 1 in 4 getting a Legendary from a box. But yes, we don't know if someone's already managed to pull the good cards from the box, and we could just be left with a load of rubbish. But we do need cards, so we will start opening these and see what we get. Okay, so let's start with a Kano pack and see what we've got here. The other really good thing about getting Arcane Rising early is that we will get Null Rune, which is very important. I didn't really think about that with Welcome to Wraith. If we didn't get any Null Rune, we basically lose against Kano, but that's not too bad. So Yellow Push the Point, Sunkiss, Whisper, Robes of Rapture, Arena's Prayer, Eighth Spindle. Oh, a foil Crown of Dichotomy. That's an interesting pickup. Okay, so good to pick up the Rude Blade. I don't think that comes in Chain this deck. Could be wrong though. It doesn't really work super well with Chain. But Arcane Barrier 1, so we do have the first Arcane Barrier. Zelia Token. So Red Sunkiss, Rifting, Moonwish, Counterfight, Null Rune Robe, fantastic. Life for Life Red, very good aggressive card. Might put that to one side. Probably have kept the rares to one side, but I'll start doing that now. Okay, Kano Token. Push the Point, Blue, Vigor Rush, Some Ravenous Rabbles, yeah, some red ones of those would be pretty good. The yellow ones not too bad. Fervent Forerunner, Null Rune Hood, so 2. We have already got the Arcane Barrier there. Oh, we did go super, but it's an Endless Arrow. So first Convention Amplifier. So yeah, super Endless Arrow. It's okay. I don't think we're going to be building a Ranger, but you never know. I'll put that to one side actually. Let's see. So we've got 12 packs. So I mean, we hopefully get one Majestic, but we'll have to see if we get lucky. We could easily get 0. Rifting, Sunkiss, Lead the Charge, Moonwish. Okay, Null Rune Gloves. So we've almost got our full set of Null Rune, and we're probably going to run Snaps, which comes in the chain deck, I believe. So we pretty much good to go with our Null Rune, which is nice. The other thing we would really like is to maybe pick up a couple of Sync Belows. Rune Chant Token, Fervent Forerunner, Vigor Rush, Push the Point Red, nice. Cadaverous, Talismanic Lens could be useful if we don't go with Rune Blades. Enchanting Melody, Sonic Boom, Majestic. Oh my gosh, I just almost like threw that to one side. Wow, okay. Pretty good. So we did get a Majestic, that's really good. I'm sure we're going to play Wizard, but maybe we have to think about whether we play Wizard or not. That could be pretty crazy. Be amazing. Red Fate Foreseen, really good pickup. Stick that with the Life for Life down there. Red Come to Fight, Whisper of the Oracle, Foresight, Null Rune Gloves, already got one of those. Pour the Mold, for the mech, Peddleton and Metal, also for the mech. Reverberate, Wizard, Hamstring Shot, Optical Monocle, Ridge Rider Shot, Hyperdriver, Amplify the Arc Knight, Ether Flare, another Read the Runes, and a Rune Chant Nebula Blade token. Definitely want the Nebula Blade for the chain deck. Probably run that over the Galaxy Black, but we'll see. Nice, Red Ravenous Rabble. So that'll be really good because I think we're probably going to have to go quite aggressive until we pick up the cards we need. Back Alley Breakline, Lead the Charge yellow, Fate Foreseen yellow, still good, we'll stick that over there. Braces of Belief, Silver the Tip, Covenant Art Knight, another super, pretty good. Probably won't play this, probably play Chain of Eviscerai, but you never know actually, you never know. See what we get. Another red Ridge Rider Shot, really good. Throttle, Headshot, Optical Monocle, Sick'em Shot, another red Read the Runes, a Zap, an Amplify the Arc Knight, and a Cracked Bauble. So we've got 5 packs left, just over halfway through. Actually getting some pretty decent cards, pretty happy with some of these over here. So blue Ravenous Rabble, blue Fate Foreseen, stick that with the Fate Foreseen, they probably won't run the blue one. Blue Fervent Forerunner, Back Alley Breakline, Fist of the First Fist, could be good. Ether Spindle, Life for Life Red, very good. Stir, Ether Winds, good rare there. Stick that over there. Will we get another Majestic? That's the real question. That will really help us out in the long run. If we could get a good Majestic. So token over there. Rifting Red, Sunkiss, another red Fate Foreseen, fantastic. Really good to pick up 2 of those so early on. Red Come to Fight, Crown of Dichotomy, we've got one in foil. Absorb and Ether, Silver the Tip, Ranger, cool. So happy with the red Fate Foreseen. Getting those block 4 defense reacts is really nice. Okay, Foresight yellow, Whisper yellow, Rifting red, Vigor Rush red, Null Rune Boots, which is the one we're missing, so we can now run full Arcane Barrier 4 if we wish. Ariana's Prayer, stick that in rares. Spellblade Assaults, would have been great if we could have got the red one for that, but it's fine. Rune Flash, Zipper Hit Blue, Hamstring Shot, Locked and Loaded, Index, Bloodspill Invocation, Reverberate, Blue Reaper Runes, and a Cracked Bauble. And then we've got the last 2 packs. Are we going to get anything spicy? Push the Point, Rifting, Contravis. I've got my blues and my reds mixed up. Let's just move those over. Cadaverous Contraband, Moonwish, Vest of the First Fist, another Stir Red, a Reduce the Rune Chance, pretty good, yellow one, Silver the Tip for the Ranger, Locked and Loaded, Salvage Shot, 0 to 60, Rune Flash, Voltic Bolt, Bloodspill Invocation, and a Skull, right? And the very last pack, let's see what we get. Nebula Blade, Token, so Fervent, Cadaverous, Foresight Blue, Ravenous Rebel Blue, Best of the First Fist, another Sturdy Aether Winds. Oh wow, red in the ledger, crazy. So we did get 2 Majestics out of these 12 packs, which is fantastic. Feel sorry for the whoever had the other packs in this. Red in Ledger is a fantastic card. Maybe we do consider Ranger, but it's good to have that. And our final foil is a Whisper of the Oracle Blue. Okay, so we've got some pretty interesting stuff. We did get the Runeblade hat. I'm not entirely sure how useful that is going to be for us, but it is an option. We've got 2 Majestics from the 12 packs, which is really, really good. We've got Sonic Beam and a Red in the Ledger. Both of them really, really good cards. I'm just not sure if we're going to be playing Wizard or Ranger, but it's good to have them. We got some good quality reds. So we got 2 Fateful Scenes, which is really, really good. 2 red Life for Lives, so we could go quite wide with our deck, and a Ravenous Rabble, which is really good too. We got some Stirs, so just for a couple of interesting rares over here. I think we got 2 red Stir the Aether Wind and 2 blue Stir the Aether Wind, which is kind of interesting. Some really good rares there for Wizard. Absorb and Ether, not so much. Take Aim is pretty good for Ranger, and on Ariana's Prayer, we probably won't run it, but it's good to have for the future maybe if we do move up to CC and we want to side deck that in. We got the full Null Rune, which is fantastic, so we are now almost Wizard proof. Well, we're definitely not Wizard proof. So we do have options. I think I'm going to have to go away and look at all this and see what we can build. Okay, so we've opened the packs. Now let's open the Blitz deck. I think I'm just going to open the Chain one today. I'm not sure we might have a look at the equipment in the Bolton one, but I don't think there's anything that we're going to be using. So we've got the Chain Blitz deck, so let's open this up. So I think Chain is probably the hero I would recommend if you're getting into the game for the first time and you're just picking up product and you want a competitive deck that you can just buy out of the box. I would probably suggest either the Chain or the Prism one. Chain is a very fun deck to play, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good in CC as well if you want to go in that direction, picking up maybe a couple of the Blitz decks or a Chain Blitz deck and a box of Unlimited Monarch when that releases would be a good way to get the beginnings of a Chain CC deck. And the other good thing is that we get some, immediately get some bling for our deck. We get a Rainbow Foil Young Hero Chain, which is great. So let's open that up and remind ourselves what is actually in the Chain Blitz deck. So we've got the Chain Foil Chain Hero, which we do actually need because I'm also have to have the tokens if I want to play them. We've got the Lord Sutcliffe Mentor, so that's a possibility. Galaxy Black, really, really interesting. I'm not sure whether we'll run this or the Nebula Blade. I'll have to have a think about that. Probably depend on how aggressive we want to be. Ebonfold, really good equipment, and also Spell Void 2, so we could potentially run that, but I'll probably run the Snaps and free Null Rune. Aether Ironweave, our first equipment that actually blocks. That's going to be a serious issue for us, but hopefully we'll be able to open some Welcome to Wraith at some point and get Iron Rot. Spellfree Gloves, we might run those. I'm not sure what else we would run. Maybe the Braces of Belief. Snapdragon Scaler is really good. I'm going to run out of space if I do this. So let's just put all this together. Put it under the Galaxy Black. So Another big reason to buy the Blitz deck, Soul Reaping, really strong card. And here we have a lot of our red Blood deck cards that we're going to want to banish and play from the Banish Zone. Banning Demagon, Piercing Shadow Vice, Riftbind, Rifted Torment, Rip Through Reality, and that Seeds of Agony as well. Unhallowed Rites, probably will play, though this one you have to play a non-attack action to be able to play it. There's only one of these in this deck. Seeds of Agony Yellow, yeah, we want that. Seeping Shadows, I'm not sure we're going to run Seeping Shadows. It's very expensive for what it does. Put that over there. So, and then we've got Blue Piercing, Blue Riftbind, Blue Rifted Torment. Those are good for pitching to pay for all of this. 2 Ghostly Visits, actually quite a nice card for just a shadow card. 1 cost, deal 4, block 3 is really quite good, and you can play from the Banish Zone too. Health and the Beyond is a buff card. You can play for the Banish Zone, it's an action, so that's useful for some of the cards. Also useful for Nebula Blade, I believe. You have to play a non-attack action to buff it up. It is quite expensive though, so we'll think about whether we want to include that. The reds. Lunatide, Plunderer, we may run. I don't think we will run this actually. I don't think it will be very useful for our deck. It's quite useful when you're up against light heroes, because you can banish cover from their soul, but I just don't think we'll use it. Spew Shadow, again, choose an attack action card with 1 cost or less in your Banish Zone. You may play it this turn. That is useful because we will actually be running a couple of cards that cost 1 that can't be played for the Banish Zone, but I'm not sure. I'm going to stick it over here for now. Consuming Volition, we'll probably run this just because it's a 1 cost, block 3, deal 4. We can give it go again with Chain too, so yeah, we're probably not going to deal a huge amount of arcane damage, but it's probably good for what we've got right now. Vexing Malice, only 1, which is a shame actually. I wish there was 2, but that's fine. Just the arcane damage should hopefully trip a few people up. Arcanic Crackle, just a blue, block 3 pitch card, but really good. Does deal arcane damage, which is useful too. Stick that one over here. Warmonger's Recital. I don't think we'll run this. It gives it's a 1 cost buff 3. It's a shame it doesn't block. I think we got some Come to Fights. I think I would probably just put Come to Fight in instead. A yellow Warmonger's Recital. Probably won't run that either. Got the Soul Shackle token, which is nice. And a little art card here at the end of Chain, which is nice too. So we will probably build our deck based around this. The real thing at the moment is we don't really have a huge amount of equipment. So we've got our Null Room package, which is good. We're probably going to run Braces rather than Spellfray. Yeah, so we've only got Spellfray gloves and Braces to put in our hands. However, Braces is quite good because we can see the top card of our deck, and we might be able to do something with that. We've got the opt of the Sink Belows, the Fateful Scenes as well. But we're kind of weak on armor. The only card we have that blocks is the Ether Ironweave, so that's going to be an issue for a while. Is that we're not going to be able to block with our armor, and we might have to wait until we can get some Welcome to Wraith before we're able to actually block with some Iron Rot, and then we would probably run Iron Rot Gauntlets and maybe Iron Rot Helm as well. I don't think the crown is that useful, but it is what it is. But yeah, right, so I've built the deck. Here it is. 40 cards, mostly from the Chain Blitz deck, but we did get a few good stuff from the packs as well. And you know, it's just when you go through it, you start to realize all those cards that you take for granted that you just don't have access to. So I've not got any Razor Reflexes because I haven't been able to open, you know, any Welcome to Wraith. I haven't got any Iron Rot, like an Iron Rot Helm to try and block out damage. I've only got 1 armor block in my entire equipment package, which is from my Ether Ironweave. That's the only block that I have access to. I realise now as well how lucky I was to actually pick up some defense reactions. Like I managed to get 2 red Fateful Scenes. You know, I don't even know if this is going to be that good in the deck, but having access to this really early is going to be really helpful in the long run, getting these basic cards that you just take for granted. And I mean, I've only got one Red Ravenous Rabble that I'm running. I would love to run 2, but that's just the way it goes. That's what you open. So it's just a really interesting thing. I mean, you know, if you're getting into the game for the first time, this is exactly what the situation you would be in if you manage to pick up a box. You have most of the stuff, but you might not have everything and not in every like pitch value. So we're going to take it to an event tomorrow, which is a skirmish at Mana Screw, but the way this skirmish is being run is we're still in pods because of COVID-19, so it's not a competitive one. The prize is a flat prize structure of 4 packs of Monarch, which would be really good because obviously we can use some cards from Monarch to improve our deck. I think really what we need is some Welcome to Wraith, so we might use our next week's budget to buy a box or a few packs of Welcome to Wraith from Mana Screw Gaming in Northampton. So the rules are this first week we were allowed the budget for a box. We weren't able to get the box, which is really annoying, but we did still manage to get the 2 Majestics that we would have got out of the box, so that's kind of good. So next week we are down, I think we're going to have set the budget at half a box, which is £35. So that could be as many packs as you can buy for £35, which isn't a lot, but I want to try and set it so that it's kind of how much money you would spend on a hobby every kind of 2 weeks. I mean, £30 is quite a lot, but I mean, if you live in London, £30 is around the drinks for like 6 people, so you get used to spending that money quite quickly. So that's the way I'm doing it. Around the beers in London cost you about £30 if there's 6 of you, so I think that's a pretty fair price to put every 2 weeks. I'm really hoping we manage to pick up an Ira Welcome deck at some point. If we manage to do that, that would be great. I'd love to play Ninja, and maybe Ira. If things go wrong, we may have to see if we can track down a Welcome deck, or maybe open an Ira from a pack of Crew, but we're not getting Crew for a while, so that could be an issue too. But I hope you enjoy following this journey. The aim, by the way, is to reach the top cut of a competitive skirmish with the sealed only deck. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know if we'll be able to do it this skirmish season. If we can't do it this skirmish season, we may have to wait for the next one, or for another competitive event that Flesh and Blood organise. So yeah, this might be a bit crazy, but I'm really looking forward to going on this journey and just kind of showing that you can still win at Flesh and Blood with cards that you just open from packs. You don't have to spend a ton of money on buying the Legendaries, buying the Majestics. Maybe I'll come to regret those words when we lose. I don't think we're going to be winning many games in the short term, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the deck improve as we play, and hopefully we can get some wins. Maybe we'll even get a win tomorrow. We'll see. This is going to absolutely destroy my leaderboard place for skirmish season, but you know, you just have to all for entertainment value. So thanks for joining me today. I've sobered up. I mean, I wasn't drunk, but my hangover's gone away now. I can't believe that we couldn't get what we wanted from Food and Planet in London, but hopefully next time we'll have a bit more luck. Well, I'm sure Mana Screw will have what we need tomorrow when we buy our packs for that. So later guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.